What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Riding with Sixx. It's dark outside. I'm sitting in a red light. I'm not really the devil, even though there's been people to say that I am. Real quick, I want to say that coming up Tuesday on Sixx Daze, I'm going to cover a potential direction I may take Sixx Daze, since I'm trying to grow my page, because some of the channels my granddaughter watches, one of them literally almost copies the other one verbatim. Whole lot of, oh yes, and we got a pond monster, and oh my God, we found a safe. What's in the safe? And it's working. Both these channels, I'm not shitting on them, they're wildly successful. That's my goal, is to become wildly successful. All right, today's topic, and I know it's dark, and you're just gonna catch glimpses of me. You're welcome, because I know nobody really needs or wants to see me. You just gotta hear what I'm saying. So, green light. I'm talking about music real quick. You know, during the 70s, musicians had unique sounds. I mean, you heard a band and you knew who it was. There was no questioning. Same thing with the 80s. And I know a lot of people shit on the 80s. Oh, that was such a terrible time. The 80s was the most incredible time for music. There were so many different styles literally created, invented, meaning prior to the 80s, these forms of music did not exist. And yes, I know you can go, well, they got this from that, and inspired, or you can see a little touch of this. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this Culture Club sound did not exist prior to Culture Club. I think Motley Crue has a very distinctive sound. I mean, I can just go on and on, but as the metal scene, that came, yes, it came from rock and roll, but is very different than, I guess I should set my cruise control, because I can't watch the speedometer and do this. Kaja Gugu, all of them bands, when you hear them, even to this day, I mean, they're still, not all the bands are still around, but the music is still being listened to today. 30 some odd years later, look how many bands form now. I mean, I posted that meme, hopefully a lot of you saw it. There's bands that form now that after 5 years, they're all like, we need to take a break, this is so hard. There are bands from the 70s and 80s still touring, still selling out arenas. They were real musicians who knew how to play their instruments. They didn't just learn 3 chords, and I mean, there are some, but they didn't just learn 3 chords, charge you a fucking ridiculous amount for concert tickets, and then before you know it, you don't know who they are. I mean, Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus, the only reason we still talk about them is to make fun of them. Granted, they made enough of our money, not my money, but they made enough of your money that they don't give a shit what you think, as they shouldn't. But, you know, during the 80s, you didn't have to use a phone app to see who was singing a song. There's no way you could confuse Queen with Judas Priest, or Judas Priest with AC/DC, or AC/DC with Motley Crue, or Motley Crue with Aerosmith. I mean, yes, some songs, you know, that would have a little similarity, but you still knew who was singing the song. I mean, when Motley Crue does Helter Skelter, you don't sit there and go, well, is that the Beatles? You know, it's fucking Motley Crue. So, it disturbs me, and it's not just music. Movies do the same thing. They're remaking, or have already remade, Robin Hood again, and they're making it even stupider. They keep regurgitating these movies, and they're making them worse than the originals were. We need to get back to original creative thoughts. Doesn't matter if it's great or not. Look how many bands from the 70s and 80s just kept plugging away until they found their niche, their group, the people that dug their shit. Not everybody was instantly successful. You look at how many of these bands today. There was a band during the 90s, I think they were called EMF. Their big hit was Unbelievable. They were together for less than a month or two before they were one of the biggest bands in the world with that one song. And guess what? Where are they now? See what I'm saying? So the 80s was the most amazing time. And if you don't know anything about 80s music, you need to do yourself a favor. Get on YouTube and check these bands out. I mean, just Google 80s music and look at all the different styles of music, and you can see how many of them are touring today. All right, I'm pulling into the parking lot at work, so I'm going to close this out. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. If you got a comment, you disagree with what I said, or you don't want to know what I said, that's cool. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear it. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you know somebody that might dig what I'm doing, tell them to subscribe. I need subscribers. So I will see y'all again this Tuesday when I discuss successful YouTube channels. Until then, I am Bob Sixx. Peace.